India was, in defense terms, a third world country for the longest time. India produced little to no defense equipment. Today, it is on the road to becoming self-reliant, or what we call Atmanirbhar. The Indian Army is aiming to completely cut off imports of ammunition by the next financial year. We are talking about 2025 to 26. Major General V.K. Sharma, who is the ADG of procurement in the Indian Army, has said at a recent event that the Indian Army is currently purchasing anywhere between 6,000 crore rupees to 8,000 crore rupees worth of ammunition globally. All of this will now come from Indian makers. Now, currently, foreign suppliers meet 5 to 10% of the Army's requirement, and soon Indian suppliers will fulfill this need as well. Major General Sharma said that the Indian Army has already found indigenous sources for 150 to 175 types of ammunition. You see, what we have here is a great success story. This is an explosive story of a country that went from barely making defense equipment to now having an almost self-reliant army. And the story does not end here, by the way. India is also looking to become a major arms exporter. And fueling this growth are India's policies, India's PSUs, or public sector undertakings, private players, including large corporates, startups, research and development institutes. Today, defense factories are coming up across India. There is innovation, a push for research, push for export. India has already made giant leaps in this field. India's defense exports touched a record 21,000 plus crore rupees in the last financial year. It's a year-on-year growth of 32.5%. Now, if you compare the last decade to the previous one, then you will see a 21 times growth in India's defense export. In the last financial year, India's defense sector touched a new milestone by starting the export of the Brahmos missile system to the Philippines. This was a deal worth $375 million. Now, there are talks that Vietnam is looking to buy the Brahmos missiles from India. The deal could be worth $625 million. Also talks of how Indonesia could be looking to buy the Brahmos. This is as per reports. It is expected to be a deal worth at least $200 million. Reports say India could be in talks with as many as 8 countries for exporting the Brahmos missile. There are countries in Southeast Asia, countries from West Asia, also in Africa. Today, India is not just exporting Brahmos missiles, but Dornier 228 aircraft, ALH helicopters, or advanced light helicopters. India also exports armored vehicles, radars, rockets, launchers, torpedo loading mechanism, night vision monocular, night vision binoculars, drones, artillery systems, coastal surveillance radars. It's a long list. Also, there is a long list of buyers, by the way. India today exports defense products to over 80 countries. Here are some of the major importers: Sri Lanka, Nepal, Israel, Egypt, the UAE, Ethiopia, Bhutan, Saudi Arabia, the Philippines, Poland, Spain, Chile. Around a month ago, India delivered HAL 228 aircraft to Guyana. That contract was fulfilled in a record time. India is also looking to export fighter jets, Tejas to be more specific. It is an indigenously produced fighter jet. Its maker is HAL, or the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. The advanced variant of Tejas, the Mark 1A, has completed its maiden flight in Bengaluru. The fighter jet comes with digital radar warning receivers, a superior radar, advanced beyond visual range air-to-air missiles, and external self-protection jammer pods. Could India soon start exporting this fighter jet? Last year, when Malaysia put out a tender for LCA, or light combat aircraft, India responded by pitting the Tejas as a perfect buy. India's Tejas and South Korea's Kai FA-50 made it to the final shortlist. HAL is confident that Tejas would soon become the blue-eyed boy of India's defense export. HAL says Argentina and Egypt have shown interest in the Tejas. Argentina is in discussion for nearly 15 LCAs. Egypt is looking at 20. If India manages to sell its indigenously built light combat aircraft Tejas, it will enter the exclusive club of countries that export fighter jets. That will be yet another milestone for this explosive story that is India's defense sector. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.